gonna come kill me just as much as you think you gonna get
That's
killed
true.
by me.
You true. That's
So
telling the truth.
it's
Facts.
confusion in so many different places. The gender role, man, we trying to survive roles out here.
Well, yeah. So let's break down the traditional male role. Do we have a question on Spreaker?
Mary was like, what y'all trying to say? She was engaged 4 times.
Mary,
Who?
what up?
Mary Tobin.
What's up, girl?
She said she was engaged 4 times. What we trying to say? We're not trying to say nothing. We're just saying.
I'm saying
saying.
5.
I'm hey.
Maybe 5 is charm.
do it till you get it right.
Exactly.
Dang.
They can ask however
It's
many
like
times
when
they
you
want.
gonna get it right?
I got your bag, Mary. Don't worry.
I mean, we not judging you.
Not at all.
We not judging.
Not at all. You could do it 10 times.
All right, so let's break down traditional male and female roles. So, I don't know. Let's go with the ladies. Okay. What do we think is the traditional male role in a relationship? Ooh, that scared me.
Silent.
Let's see. Like,
Chores wise, or
we're talking about in a relationship, everything.
What kind of relationship? Are we just dating
Let's
or
let's
marriage?
go marriage.
Okay,
let's
that's
go
better.
marriage.
That's better.
traditionally,
What are your expectations of your husband in your marriage?
you should be able to take care of the household, and anything that I ask to be done, you should be able to do. That's my whole thing. But I can
Break that down, because that
Okay.
that
So let's break
says
it
a
down.
lot.
You will take care of the major bills. You will take care of if I need something done in the house, like whether it's something repaired in the house, you take care of that. If you need to have the car fixed, if you need not manly things, but I'm just saying like things like that. Like my boys, they are responsible for taking out the trash. No female in the house takes out the trash.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
one thing
touch
that
trash.
we don't.
Yeah.
We don't do. And I'm sorry, I'm not changing that. That's what it is.
I got that. I got that.
That independent.
Now, all of my kids, my girl and my sons, they know how to cook. So, I mean, that role has changed because normally it's just a mom, which is how my husband was growing up. When he was growing up, my mother-in-law, she cooked, well, she still cooks. And it should be an equal role. It shouldn't be a separate thing. Like, everybody needs to be a part of it. I'm trying to think, what else do we do? That's basically it. It's just like you're supposed to do your manly duties, and then I do mine. And I make sure that, everything's provided. Everybody should be washing clothes. I shouldn't be the only person folding up clothes. So that's not my job. That's our job. We should all do that together. I shouldn't be the only person that is making sure the house is clean. We all should be cleaning up. So for me, it's like equally almost. Only thing that I require him to do is make sure he pays whatever he needs to take care of. And if I need something done, he can do it. And if the trash needs to be taken out, take it out. No questions asked.
So those are your expectations.
Take out the trash and pay the bills, huh?
Yeah.
That's easy for you.
easy, though.
That's easy. That's easy. What do you think when you guys hear? What do you guys think your responsibilities are being in a marriage? You guys have been married. What do you think your responsibilities are?
You can't really answer that. That's dependent on the person you with. You know what I mean? So, Tamika might require something different than, you know what I'm saying, my ex would. You know what I'm saying? So it's different depending on the person.
I agree with you. I agree.
So
He changes up for the person.
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe she don't want him to take the trash out. She gonna take it out. It all depends.
So she take the trash out. Are you gonna cook? If you can cook, if you got culinary skills.
Yeah, I can cook. But I don't mind cooking. I don't mind taking out the trash either.
See, I've been talking to a few married women, and the common theme has been, the wife cooks, she cleans, she's going to work, coming home, taking care of the house, being bothered with the kids, and the guys are sitting up like kings on the hill with their feet crossed.
Definitely not. That's
not
the new,
not
that's the new
playing
generation.
Xbox, but
That's the new generation.
Yeah, that's
We'll
new
get on that.
generation.
We'll get on that.
And they're coming home, and you have to actually tell them what needs to be
I
done.
ain't telling you nothing.
Well, and here's the argument. I'm a grown man. You don't need to tell me what to do in the house.
Yeah.
I
and
like your
that,
male
and
voice.
that
Yeah,
becomes,
that
and that becomes a,
deeper. Get a little deeper.
get a little deeper.
A little deeper.
Okay, and that becomes an argument within the relationship,
Right.
about who's supposed to do what, who's going to do what, and why aren't you doing it. On Instagram, we posted, before you met me, if you were cleaning your house, cooking for yourself, paying your own bills, you should be able to take some of that stuff into your relationship and not get amnesia like it's my job.
But what if they came straight out of mama house, mama basement, in the corner, in a little room
That's your
downstairs?
fault for marrying them.
Oh, okay.
Gotta take accountability.
And this is just me. I'm not marrying anybody straight out of mama's house.
But what if
you have
if
to
you don't know what their
prove?
stipulation is? What happened? Like
You
what
have
happened?
to prove that you can take care of me. You can't. You're
What if
not
he
proving.
can?
You need to prove it.
And he got to take care of mama too.
Oh no! See, that's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother subject. Who we got online? What are they saying?
We
I
got
can't see.
Mary Tobin and Linda Gamble.
Yeah.
Linda said, "Clean your up."
She said clean it
I
up.
know that's right.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
caught major
bills.
bills, repairs.
Like,
Okay.
I
you
love you
incidentals.
incidentals. Like changing my tire.
Uh-huh.
Get that yard right.
Right.
No,
What
see,
is-
that's where I got the problem.
Oh, come on.
So y'all be saying I don't need a man for nothing. I only have that same energy when your tire flat.
Right.
I can change my own tire.
Right.
Kudos-
And brakes
kudos
I
to
can.
and
you.
oil.
I am. My daddy taught me well.
Well,
Kudos
listen,
to you.
and this is the argument.
Yeah.
This feminist movement we got going on. I can do everything. I'm educated. I can pay my own bills. I can do my own stuff. What is Mary Tobin
She
saying?
said,
Can't
if
see.
I have to pay for basic needs in a marriage, then don't expect me to perform the traditional roles for women.
Get down.
What-
Nice.
That was good stuff.
No, it's
what's
good
Mary
stuff.
bringing the heat.
Hey, she bringing it.
What's a traditional
Everything
role
we
for a
just
woman?
talked about.
Well, just everything we just talked about. Like men have
Yeah.
traditional roles.
Sex.
Yeah.
I'm holding out, brother.
Clean up,
Clean,
cook,
take care of the
sex,
kids.
take care of the
Clank.
kids. Those are traditional roles,
Sex,
and not to
yeah.
say that they're right or wrong. That's just how society views our roles in relationships or marriages. Just like we expect certain things of men, but you know, when you're talking about the feminist movement and you know, women, I can do it myself, take care of myself. I'm independent. I love being a woman. I'm not on this feminist movement stuff. It doesn't mean that I'm weaker than you or dumber than you, but there are just some things that women physically should not be doing. We were not built to do it. And like Vincent said earlier, don't expect me to fix the roof.
But there's female
Don't
roofers.
expect me to change a tire, even though I can.
But there's female mechanics. But go ahead. I'm listening.
There are, but I'm not one of them. So we're talking about my expectations.
So what about there's some things
said
that I
just hold
think
out.
that
Truth
are
knows.
real that are not given
Yes, Trey.
equality as it relates to how these things have occurred. Some situations wound up being a woman's responsibility, not because she wanted to take over, but out of necessity, she had to become what she didn't have or what was not available. So, for
Yeah.
example, in a business, a man can have a very successful mechanic shop and may not have any sons. But his daughter loves him so much, she spends all her time in that garage
Right.
with her daddy. Every day after school, she coming home to the garage to
That's
be
me.
with daddy.
Yeah.
So she's going to learn things that the average dude may not know.
Right.
He might could change a tire, but she may know how to flip the whole car inside out.
Right.
Pull the tranny out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So she winds up having now a skill that most men won't have, but she gets lumped into the quote unquote feminist movement as if she was trying to
Right.
emasculate a man. And
So
that
are you
wasn't
guys
the case.
intimidated by that?
Are we intimidated by
Yeah.
it? And maybe it depends. I mean,
said
it depends on
maybe.
how
I'm
I
not-
find out. If I gotta find out because you came at me saying, "Don't you know nothing, man? Let's just go like this.
Yeah.
You just stick this over here and do this over here." If she
Yeah.
come at me like that, yeah, I'm gonna be a little intimidated and probably back off.
So now we got to be gentle and fragile with your ego.
Well,
Gentle. I like that.
Sometimes it's not
Gotta be
necessarily
gentle.
a argument about ego. It's maybe just the way you said it. I mean, we started off today. It's how you say things that
Yeah.
make a difference.
That's
It ain't
true.
necessarily
That's true.
what you say.
Yeah.
It's how you say it. Because I could tell you to go to hell,
Yeah.
but it's how I say it.
So if you say
Mar-
it nice,
Go to
Right.
hell.
go to hell.
Have a wonderful trip.
Is this a round trip or is it a one-way ticket?
No way.
Hell.
That still don't sound good.
Men are intimidated by alpha females.
Stephanie?
Definitely
I think some of them are.
Yeah.
What
Hey,
is-
Steph.
What is an alpha female?
The independent woman that you guys were talking about earlier.
Boss.
Who has managed their own life without a male, who's done it all without a male.
Who wants a male but doesn't need a male.
So a
Yeah.
nun is an alpha female,
Definitely not.
according to what y'all saying.
A nun.
How you get that?
No. We're talking about somebody
no,
who's
no.
actually managed their house.
No.
They fixed drywall, plumbing, toilets. They've done it all, and not even just about fixing things, but her mentality about being able to take care of herself. And you looking at me like you getting ready to say
No,
something.
I'm listening now. What
Yeah, I think that I think most men are intimidated by those types of women. But because I consider myself an alpha female. But I have learned over the years, just because I know how to do something and do it without a man, not to make him feel like he's less of, but to give him that opportunity, or to let him step into that role and I back off.
But some people find that intimidating.
It's
Like-
the way you do it, though, I
I'm
think.
not letting him
So you gotta
step
be
into
gentle?
no role if he's not going to do it properly. If you said you could change
Well,
my
I
brakes on my
understand
car,
that.
Yeah.
I
you better do
understand
it properly.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
taking no
get it.
chances on the highway because you want to feel more like a man.
Yeah,
Okay?
I understand that. I understand.
For real, Cam.
So
I can't.
Stephanie Garrett says, yes. I don't need a male, but if one just happens to come my way, please let him be
Thank
equipped
you.
with a tool
Yes.
belt.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna ask a question
Yeah.
on that one. How does that, in addition to what you said, Miss Nick,
Uh-huh.
where does submission?
Don't call me
fit?
Miss Nick.
All right, Nick.
Uh-huh.
How does submission fit in with that? Why does that word have such a ting on it? Why does
Ooh,
it?
here we
ding?
go. Here we go.
I thought we was gonna
Let me
avoid
get this one.
hand on
Let me get this one.
Go ahead, Cam.
Okay, I feel like this is it right here, the bottom line. A woman won't be submissive to a man that she doesn't feel like she can follow.
Absolutely.
My
100%. If you
Okay.
don't come to the table
Okay.
saying, look,
Okay.
I'm the man, I'm going to lead you in the right direction.
right.
I'm not going to be submissive to that.
Right.
If I see you going left and I see clearly the left is all types of
brick wall.
construed, I'm not submitting
wall.
nothing.
said I do,
Yeah.
and the submission supposed to kick in when you say I do. Right?
When you say I do, yes.
No,
during,
not see-
during marriage.
Vision has got to step in before marriage.
Exactly. So before you say I do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of these people get married. These alpha females
Uh-huh.
get married
And try to change a
and try
man.
to change a man.
Yeah.
And instead of being submissive, right?
Well, see,
Why
you
say-
you have to use
you-
that submissive
Because
word.
that word right there, women get scared of because they think it means slave, and it don't mean slave.
No, it doesn't.
But
That-
here,
that's the
No, but
problem.
some of
But
y'all
let me-
have it as if the woman is supposed to.
Dude, Ike Turner. That's
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
Right.
But I will. I'm submissive to my husband. I am.
But when most women hear that word, especially women who have been raised in the church,
Yes.
when you hear that word, you automatically, and men automatically think, I'm the head of the household, I have the last word, do what I say.
Yeah.
That's not submission, because when you look at submission, it's yielding.
Okay,
To-
but if your significant other is supposed to be the king of the castle, whatever have you, then sometimes what he says, you do have to take heed to what he's talking about.
If you are first, if he's being submissive, he has somebody that he has
That's
to
true.
be submissive
It's the king
to.
and the queen, not a king and a peasant.
Well,